Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football. Division battle right out of the gate. And the Los Angeles Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And we are underway in Southern California. Right away, here's Garoppolo to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. That one good for 24 yards. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes, and here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
One of the things we talked about coming into this was we're never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
21. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, 53 yards. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, so he's going to have him go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs, and he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here, Herbert. Forced out to his left. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses to catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown, Chargers! Xander Horvath with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are once again back in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On play action, now Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
50 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking at mid-season form here in the opener.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Only a short game there, but that's okay if you're the offense. They brought a lot of pressure at him, and he uses athleticism to at least get back to the line and make 2nd down a lot shorter than it was looking for a moment.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And here comes Abdullah on the return. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here we go. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Play action, Garoppolo. Looking deep for Adams. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Vegas. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now receiver in motion left. Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Here we go. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Charger drive about to get going. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
That's a nice job there knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left. And I thought maybe he'd think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on 3rd down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Quickly a slant to Renfro. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
21. Hey, alert! Hey, gun!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Looking deep for Adams. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. A final shot before the break for Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
I know you ain't try that backyard-ass play face with tears of joy.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
To the air again, Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
11, 13, and go.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And some room to roam now. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on him, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and goal at the Raiders' 3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Eckler again, Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
No gain on play. Brings up 4th and goal.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Flushed out right. And he's got it. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 46 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wait.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Here we go.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
11.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. 2nd and 5. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Herbert on 1st down now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this to Eckler. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Garoppolo looking to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
21. Here we go. 65. 21. Hey, come on.
Jacobs going to try the middle. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. In motion right, Dorsett. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw is Garoppolo. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that one, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw the better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Now this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Las Vegas, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here.